welcome to our fortnightly podcast.
Hello.
I'm Jan. In case you're new here.
I'm
Who are
Sharon.
You're Sharon, I
think.
Okay, so any regulars listening, if you're listening, know that we sort of give you a rough idea of what we've been doing during the week. And Sharon? I've changed you from Sharon to Sharon.
That's what do they call that? Shipping?
Shipping?
Is it when you put the two names together?
Oh my God, I don't know. You have to. I've got actions going on here. Sharon's going to share a couple of dreams, and we just want to touch on something from our menopause vlog we did as well. And then there'll be exciting words.
Oh yes.
So, but we've got our main topic today was to seeing if either of us understand text talk. So let's start with our week. Right, what have we been doing? We went to the Vide Grenier on...
yes, we did.
Because it's...
Monday.
Anybody that doesn't know, there's a lot of bank holidays in France in May. I think.
4.
Is it 4? Yeah, 4. I knew it was 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And so you have to obviously find something to do on the bank holidays. And we've not been very lucky with weather again. But we did manage to do... Actually, we did one weekend before last, didn't we?
I wasn't here.
Oh yes, you wasn't here. You'd been to the UK. But the one we did together was last weekend in a town called Saint-Pierre-de-Nîmes. Very, very pretty. It's a very pretty town. Got some really lovely houses. A couple that we saw were for sale. Didn't buy a lot, but we both bought a printer drawer, I think now, like a printer's drawer. Must be a drawer because it's got a little pulley handle on it, hasn't it?
With all the little... Jan's now doing a pulley handle demonstration.
So we both got one of those. It was 15 for the two, so it wasn't too bad. And also Duncan and I picked up because we've been looking for something to put leaflets in the sheet, and we've seen lots of plastic ones and lots of those that really fit in a shop. Or
too big to put in a sheet.
Yeah, but this was a larger letter rack. It just needed a bit of rubbing down, waxing or whatever, and so we've got that. So that was our 2 purchases. Did we pay €2 for that? So that was good.
Yeah, I just got the drawer thing. I didn't get anything else.
Yeah, no, we've been very, very good at not just buying randomly, aren't we?
Well, I'd been in Manchester the week before.
Yeah.
With my middle offspring.
Yeah.
And spent far too much money. So.
Did you?
Yeah.
I know you did some, but I just... But you went to see Elbow anyway, didn't you? That was the main reason for going.
In the new...
Some of you may know Elbow. I don't really know Elbow.
No. Well, lots of people in the UK would have seen in the news about the venue, the new co-op venue. And it's
in Manchester.
Yeah, it's the biggest in the UK, I think.
Oh, is
it? 23,000 or something.
Oh, right.
And it had lots of delays and postponements, and then it decided to actually say, well, we're not going to put anything on till we sort these problems out. And the Tuesday, when I did see Elbow, was the first day it was reopening.
Yeah.
So even as we're walking to it, we're thinking, it might be cancelled.
So reopening, was it there before then? They've just revamped it, or was it a brand new building?
It's a brand new building.
Oh, right.
So it had lots of teething problems.
Right.
It was supposed to open with Peter Kay, the comedian.
Oh. I'd like to go and see that.
Yeah, and that got postponed, and then I think Take That moved theirs to another venue in Manchester because they were worried.
Were they before or after Elbow?
Before.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So just quite rightly then, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah. And then they had something fall from the ceiling, and that was when people were actually on their way to the gig, and that had to be postponed on the night, so it was all,
Wow.
Yeah, but it's a fantastic venue.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've been to I think I already asked you if you'd been to the O2.
The O2, no.
Yeah. It's like that. You've got sort of your theatre type seating on 3 sides. It's a big square. Lots of floor standing. Standing seating. I was going to say it's not standing seating.
No, that doesn't work.
No. And then the band up the front. So, but it was fantastic. and
So it's
elbow
the
were
usual.
lovely.
So it's like they're nearly always like a U shape, but sometimes
Yes.
they're saying that sometimes a stage in the middle, isn't it?
Yes,
Like
yes.
Wembley, I think sometimes do a stage in the middle and everybody around it.
Yeah, I saw some at the O2. Oh, I saw Prince at the O2.
Oh, did
And
you?
he had a great big guitar shaped.
He was alive then, obviously.
He was alive then.
I didn't realise. Oh, you said that because you didn't think the O2 had been around that long.
Well,
Shows
2000, wasn't it? Because it was
Of course it was.
the Millennium Dome.
Millennium, yeah. Yeah.
Yes, and he had
forgotten
a
that
big guitar-shaped stage in the middle.
Oh,
It was fantastic.
wow.
But yes, it was a great evening.
Oh.
But I spent too much money because I bought obviously a merch T-shirt.
Mm.
I treated Fee and Flo to a couple of takeaways. There was lots of chocolate consumption,
Yeah.
and I realised when I got to Fee's that there were several things. See, when I can't get things posted to France,
Yeah.
I will then post them to Fee's place
Yes,
in Manchester
yeah,
and think,
yeah.
I'll pick those up next time I go. So there was already like a box of stuff when I got there, and
Yeah.
I'd only taken a very small bag that I could fit under the seat for Ryanair because
Of
that's
course,
the
yeah,
free
yeah,
one. So
yeah.
already I'm thinking I'm not going to get all that back. But then I bought a duvet cover in Primark, and I thought that
It is hard though, isn't it? Because you're on a holiday, aren't you?
it is a holiday.
So when you go, you want to be able to bring things back with you,
Yes.
especially things if you know they're a bargain or you know,
Yes.
they're cheaper there.
Mm.
But-
Well, I always have the pillow issue buying duvets in France because
Yeah,
They
there
do-
is. Yeah, there
they
is
do
that.
square pillows here.
Yeah.
And I can't. I tried when I first got here, but I couldn't get used to them. It's too
How many
late.
countries actually have the same pillow as ours? Ours is more of an oblong, isn't it? What you
Yes.
say, but French are square. It's
Mm.
weird, isn't it?
Yeah. So I definitely.
I do prefer ours oblong, I must admit.
Yeah, too many years on an oblong.
Yeah, but I think when
Just
we've
swap to
stayed in
square.
hotels and things in France and it's square, I don't know. Obviously, it's a pillar, but there's just something about it being too deep under the head, isn't it?
Yes.
That's what I don't like. But
Mm.
yeah. So you had
Then
a
I
good
had-
time, spent too much money.
Yeah. Then I had to buy a suitcase.
Oh yes.
Yeah, to bring all the stuff home.
So you had the expense of a bigger suitcase as well as everything you bought, and you had to
Yes.
pay extra on the plane because you now were carrying a bigger bag.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that duvet cover wasn't so much of a bargain.
No, not at all. Yeah, because it was another 60. Was that euros or pound?
Oh,
Yeah,
Pound.
So it would have been even more than that
yeah.
in euros.
Yeah. Yeah, because I bought the suitcase. It was only Primark, but it was still £28.
Yeah.
And then I think it was about the same again.
So the only money you'd be saving next time is if you decide to take that case, because that's already bought.
Yes,
But
and
you
it
are
is-
going to have to pay
it
more
is
for a bigger
nice
bag.
in that it's got 4 wheels. I've never had a 4-wheeler. So you can do
Oh.
that twisty thing with it.
Oh yes.
So I do
yeah.
feel quite luxurious with that.
That's I think mine's got 4 wheels, isn't it? I'm trying to see it
Oh,
now. It's in here somewhere.
My other one I usually take
Yeah.
has only got
But
2.
yeah, you can just push them along
Yes.
beside you, can't
Yes.
you? You
Yeah.
put your eye out then, didn't you? Your glasses.
Did I?
You was when. Oh,
I'm warm, so I'm getting fogged.
are you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Very-
dear. We've just been for a walk, so we're hot-bodied at the moment.
We are.
So
Adam
we
and
went
Mark.
to, obviously, while you were in the UK,
Yes.
Mark and Adam, you've heard us mention them before, they were viewers, hopefully still viewers, but are now friends. They're over in their holiday home, and they've bought it's a at the moment holiday home with gîtes attached. So they invited me round to go and have a look at that, and then gave me some lunch, a lovely quiche, and then the day after Duncan and I both went for lunch with them, so that was quite a nice week. And then we've been to see it again with you since we've been back.
Yes.
Another lunch.
Another quiche.
Yes, so
Very
it's
nice.
yeah, it's been a nice couple of weeks while they've been over. And also tragedy struck. Well, I've been talking about it on the videos. Duncan's had a bad week allergy-wise, and it's really affected. I don't know if anybody else was affected. I put it on Facebook actually, asking, because I thought this just doesn't. He's not had this before. It's such a bad allergy that it's affected his gums and teeth that made them very sensitive. I think that must be something to do with the sinuses.
Yes, ear, nose and throat are all
Yeah,
connected, aren't
because
they?
for a few days he kept saying, "My God, everything hot and cold is really, like, really painful," and then it just got worse and worse. So he's just been really, really uncomfortable lately. And then while we was at Mark and Adam's having another view and another lunch the other day, I came back and found out that Duncan had put his foot through the floor. He was in the garage getting something up on the top floor, and just all of a sudden his foot or his whole leg went through the floor. And I have to do it, but I've sharing it on a video. The injury, because I feel so sorry for him, but it's going to be like a huge graze. But Duncan was worried he'd broken a bone or something, but he knew he hadn't because he could stand on it. But all that muscle was inside must be so bruised because he's hobbling.
Yes.
He's getting about better because he said there's no point just sitting still. Obviously, the more you use it, the less likely you are to get stiffen up, as it were. So yeah, so he's had a tragic.
Yes.
So yeah, and it's been obviously tragic for me too because I don't like watching him suffer. But
No.
yeah,
See, I had mixed feelings because the graze made my legs wobble.
yeah,
Because it really is. I mean, it's very
Really?
deep and there's a lot of skin loose. But also, I'm hoping he might let me pick his scabs.
of course.
When
You
his
must all
scab's
remember
over.
about her picking scabs, yeah. But I don't think he will.
I don't
somehow.
think he will.
No, it's not going to happen.
I was thinking, I might grow a nail, especially.
I doubt if he'll even pick it. He'll just leave it, let it
What's wrong
dry.
with the man?
He's very good with healing. He won't put plasters on because he wants it to heal quicker and all that. But so the scary thing was when I came in and see him sitting there. The first thing I saw was this huge red mark on his leg, and I looked at his face. It was white, and I felt his face. And it was cold, so he'd gone into shock.
Yes.
And he's sitting there. And his hands were like this. I thought, bloody hell! I mean, he's not very good. No one's ever good with injury, but you know what I mean. He doesn't always necessarily deal with injury very well. It always, well, I suppose scares him because I suppose there's a lot connected with injuries with him. He can't work, all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was really in shock. So he doesn't take sugar in drinks, but I made him a very sweet coffee, and that calmed him down very quickly. Because that's the thing I always remember. They always say hot sweet tea, don't they, when you get the shock? But he had a coffee. So yeah, he was fine after that. But yeah, so at the moment he's just hobbling around.
It's not something he can control. It's his adrenaline levels, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it's just different people reacting in different ways.
I mean, I've probably had that before when I've hurt myself, but my reaction usually is to laugh at myself. If I hurt myself, I laugh because I feel foolish. But the same as when I've told the story a long time ago when we were renovating this house, and it was on like where the back bedroom is, and I was just standing there, and I took a step back, and I went straight through the floor, but my whole body went through, and it was only my elbows that stopped me, and that I just laughed.
I would have found that hilarious.
Well, yeah, I did. I mean, Dunk didn't first off because he just said, "Oh, you're right." Like,
Did you take pictures of your legs?
no, and I really wish we had.
That'd be great, wouldn't
I've
it?
just got the mental picture
Yes.
of my legs dangling. It was like one of those comedy sketches. But yeah, I mean, I did get a graze or two and a bruise,
Yes.
but yeah, I just laughed. That's my reaction. Is always to laugh.
Yes.
I'm terrible like that. If someone falls over, I want to laugh.
Yes.
And then afterwards, then I'm sympathetic. But first, my initial thing is to laugh. It must be like a nervous thing, I suppose.
Yes, yeah. It's not something it's not something you can control.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
just your
saying that, I
reaction.
don't always. You know when sometimes you hit yourself and you hit, like you did, and you were telling me the story for ages when you hit your leg.
I've still got a mark.
See? Still got a mark on your leg, yeah. But you mean what I mean when you hit sometimes it just hits a certain nerve, like when you hit your funny bone. That almost makes me want to cry.
Yes.
Because there's just certain hits that you just think, oh, I might feel so sorry for myself. You just want someone to be there and give you some. Perhaps that's it when you're on your own. Because
I have
no one's
to tell
there.
everybody.
You have to tell them when you leave, or you just want to share it because you think
someone needs to know about this.
So yeah, but
What a week.
yeah, it's been quite a week for injuries for Duncan. Anyway, I've just been getting on with sewing, making videos as usual.
There's nearly a finished rabbit, isn't there?
There's nearly a finished rabbit. People are waiting to see the finished rabbit, but I've been waiting for it's sort of crafting wire that I need to put in the rabbit's ears so they bend. So, if you want to see that, you have to look at Foppy Upcycle or Foppy's France.
Yes.
So, now, I want to hear a couple of your dreams.
Right. Well, this is a quick one. I was playing cricket.
As you do.
As I do. And somehow a man got beheaded.
Oh.
I don't quite know if it was a bat. I just remember,
He's lost his head.
And then the next ball...
But I was just going to say, don't tell me someone bat it thinking it was a ball.
No, the next ball, the batsman hit it, and the head caught it in his mouth. So the head was just on the grass. And he just like...
Oh, no! Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, well done.
Well caught. Oh, my God.
Yeah. I don't know what that's about.
That's bizarre.
Oh, dear. Right, the other one, this was a bit more involved. I was hurrying to get on a train. I've had this dream a lot, but none of my luggage was packed. So I've got a suitcase and I'm trying to put everything in, and the train's already at the station. And I thought, I had a rolled up towel, so I thought I'll put that in the doors to stop the doors closing. It didn't really work. But I had my washing on a washing line that was attached to the train at the other end. And I think I've got to get the washing in before I get on the train. Anyway, this roll towel didn't work. Got on with what I had, and it was all over the seats and everything. But when
So I take it your house was on the platform, was it?
No.
Right, okay.
Just the washing line.
But how did you get there in time to put the towel in?
Don't know. But I got to the next station.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, I'd been sorting things out. And I got back off the train, and the washing line was still attached, even though I was on a different platform in a different place. But I thought, I could get my washing in now.
Well, it must have dried it well. The washing was still on the line, yeah.
But the line was attached to the train, so...
Well, was the washing you say the washing was still on the line?
Yes.
Yes. So, well, that just helped it dry in the wind, didn't it?
Yeah, but how was it still attached to the train? That's what occurred to me when I woke up. I was thinking, how was that still attached to the train? I was in a different station.
I'm going to be very cagey about. I just wanted to say, because Renee wanted me to share my dream, because she hope you've made note of it. I haven't really made note of it, but it did stick in my mind because it was very upsetting. But it was a dream involving sex. That's all I'm going to say. And it was Duncan with someone else.
Oh.
And when I got up in the morning, I told him off, basically.
You do. You wake up livid, don't you?
I was so angry with him, and he just laughed at me. But yeah, he was with another woman in this dream, and obviously it stuck with me, even though it's a dream.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that is it, really. That's all I'm going to say. Is it involved sex, and it was Duncan and a woman. So there you go. That's for some reason I remember that dream. Oh, and a partial dream last night. I was just telling Sharon. For some reason, I could hear a noise outside the house. I looked down instead of just looking out, so it was almost like I was living high up. I looked down, there was 2 white vans, saw my daughter at the back of one of the vans, and then her husband at the other van, and they were unpacking, for some reason, unpacking a van to go and see Nancy and Terry, which is my daughter's in-laws. They weren't there to see me, they were there to see them. So that stuck in my mind, obviously, because that upset me as well.
So, yeah, Stacey better not ring you today, because you'll be like, what do you want?
No, I must message her, and I'll just double check that that's not their plans.
It's funny.
Not that it would happen, because Nancy and Terry don't live here. But
have you ever had that when someone dies in a dream, and you wake up and you're so upset?
Oh yeah, I've woken up before crying.
Or
wet face or something.
Have you ever had sex with someone from work and then you're going to work the
Oh
next
yes,
day?
yes.
You can't look them in the eye.
And I've had that stay with me for weeks, and you keep looking,
Oh,
at that
look at
person
them,
saying,
look
do
at
they know? Do they know? Yeah. Mind you, I had one recently, but I can't mention the name, as wasn't it recently? It was someone who was really desiring me, and I can't tell them because that would just be embarrassing. So anyway, moving on. Wanted to just reflect quickly back to our menopause I was saying about, because there was an article, I think it came up on Facebook. There's a singer, if some of you may know her, called Anastasia. And there was an article about, she thought she had a tumour, and it was really worrying her. And turned out that all these symptoms she was having were due to menopause.
Yeah.
And because she was unaware of the symptoms, somewhere along the line I'm assuming she just thought she had a tumour, but she was unaware of the symptoms, and it scared her. So this again shows they need to make these things
I still go back
public.
to this idea of every woman, everyone with a womb should be given a leaflet when you get to a certain age.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure it would save money in the long term, because there are people going to doctors saying, I don't know what's wrong with me, you know, and just to outline some of the things that can happen to you. So you're less embarrassed and you're less worried.
Definitely, I agree with all of that. The only risk is if you've got a hypochondriacal, is that a word?
It is now.
If you get someone who is a bit of a hypochondriac, that it could prompt them to be thinking every single thing. Although I analyse a bit like that, don't I? I'm always thinking, is it because of that?
Yes.
But it's because I like to have a reason for things. I don't want to be forever wondering, that's my thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are people that could read into it rather than just accept it. There is that danger, but no, definitely they should let it be known.
Yeah, yeah.
If you don't want to know, don't look at it. But
yes.
it's a bit like if you don't want to know, don't look on Google, wouldn't it? Because otherwise you'll end up, everybody's dying then, aren't they? Everybody's got something wrong with them if they look on Google.
Yes, definitely.
But we're all still tempted.
Well, I've said this before Google, I used to have this huge medical book at home, which I was always flicking
through.
Yeah, just
we're using our words today, aren't we?
It's the menopause.
Talking of words, we'll touch on them in a minute.
Oh yes, but yeah, I was always leafing through it, especially looking at the pictures, thinking, oh, what if I forgot that? I think if you're just that kind of person, you'll find a way to have a look.
Yeah, I suppose to say I am a bit, but that is just because I need a reason for it. I don't want it to be forever thinking it could be something more than it is. But there is that danger of you seeing certain words like cancer and death and all that. You just don't want that embedded in your brain. But yeah, so talking about words, you must all know by now, we've got a fascination for words, and certain words they're not really old, because you can just tell the way they are said, that they're almost like sentences in some of them, aren't they? Look, well, you said there's a word for them, didn't you, that Susie Dent said, these like words that go together? What was the name you called
there's
it?
Portmanteaus.
That's it, that's what I was thinking of.
Where people squish two words together to make another word.
And very often the old ones are like that, aren't they?
Yes.
They're
Well, you have
weird.
to remember as well that a lot of our English in England came from German, because obviously the Saxons were German, and the Franks, and therefore if you look at German's got very long words in it, because they don't change the meaning, they just add another bit on. So I think some of those older words.
Yeah, I don't know if it was someone said to me that they are like sentences.
Yeah.
Things. Yeah, I can't even think of a word. Anybody that knows German will know what we're talking about.
When my son was learning German at school.
While Sharon's looking up this German word, I've got a word that I come across recently called spuddle.
Oh, I like spuddle.
And that's to run around extremely busy, achieving absolutely nothing.
I think
That is a word I think I'd be using quite a lot. But I know you've got a few more on your list, haven't you, we can talk about there.
Anyway, I think this German word, this is when Callum was learning German at school, it's something like 79 letters.
Right.
And it just goes,
Yeah.
and it was the wife of the man who owned the factory that made the lids for the jam. And it was just one big long word. So you just kept adding on to the end
Yeah,
of
I mean,
it.
to them... No, but even then I just think it's just bizarre.
Yeah.
But, as like you said, it does link back to how things used to link up like that. It's almost like, instead of well, I suppose it is shortening, isn't it? But we'd shorten it very, very much, wouldn't we, now, if you, like, in like slang words and things.
Yes.
And I suppose
so
it's...
the opposite of that, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
It is the opposite. That's bizarre. But what, you had a couple of words...
Yes, this is one of my favourites at the moment. Oh, I didn't tell you what, on my Kindle, to go to the UK, I downloaded one of Susie Dent's books.
Oh, right.
And it's really good I can't remember what it's called, but it's Every Day of the Year. She gives a word for every day of the year. So maybe I'll bring it next time and we can look on that day what her word
Yeah,
was.
that'd
It's
be
really
good.
interesting.
Yeah.
I like Betwattled.
Yes, you said that one.
Yeah.
What was it?
It's from the 1600s and it's for feeling foggy-headed, confused, or just too sleepy to think straight.
That's another word that's very us.
So I think I'm quite often betwattled.
We're betwattled and spuddled so
Yeah.
far. Yeah.
I like scroglings.
Right.
Scroglings are small, worthless apples left hanging on a tree after the crop is gathered. I think it then
came from, yeah.
It began to mean like a little pile of useless things,
Yeah.
that got left over. So, I've got some scroglings left.
I wonder if there's anywhere in England maybe that even use that word still.
Yeah,
there
could
could
be.
Couldn't be.
This is a good one for the summer, and that's swalloking.
Right.
And swalloking is a dialect word that describes a sweltering, sultry, and all-round sweaty day. So it's absolutely swallocking out today. I feel completely swallocked.
Oh, I wish I had a good memory that I could remember all these words.
Well, this is
you
why
didn't
I
have
write them
people.
down,
You'd
yeah.
have people. But I mean, to just use them off the top of your head.
Yes.
Because I mean,
Completely
people would be
swallowed.
looking at you. What?
So yeah, that's good. Some good ones.
Right, but today I just came across these the other day, and I thought that would be really good just to test our brains again, because we like to use our brains before we lose them. And we're going to talk about what the youth of today, and we use it sometimes.
Yes.
Text talk when we're doing
Yes.
sending messages and things like that. It used to really irritate me when it was first used. I think just put the right word. Because
Am I right in thinking that when mobile phones first came out, that your charges were per letter or per word?
oh, well, that would make sense if it was.
Yeah, so I think... do you want me to go
I
there?
think it. Well, I just would assume that it was just I'd be able to type it up quickly.
Yes.
I mean, you could be right, but I don't remember hearing that. I mean, Duncan uses some that occasionally that I have to really think twice. Cause
Yes.
He just wants to get a message sent and that's done with it. But I don't think even my children use it very much now. It's the same as
Word.
sending a message without any punctuation. I hate that. I mean, unfortunately, our neighbour, even though it's in French anyway, but she never uses punctuation, and it makes it doubly hard because I'm trying to translate it and I don't know if she's finished a sentence.
That's good. Do you know what German people call their mobile phones?
No.
It's a handy.
A handy?
Yes. They say, oh, where is my handy?
The handy? Is it my handy? Oh, it's only Scottish more than German then, didn't
Yes, probably. Right. I'm not getting anything.
Talking of that, I found yet another man to talk me to sleep. This one's Irish, and he's got such a soothing voice. I'm putting it at the top of my list at the moment. Stephen Dalton, his name is,
Oh, right.
on YouTube. Oh, and he's got so many stories, and they're just so calming, and it's sad for him. But yeah, that's the reason he's doing these stories is to send you to sleep. But you imagine it? Everybody hears me and just falls to sleep.
I can't see it.
No.
No, I may
Okay.
have dreamt that.
Let's get on with our text talk then. I'm trying to cover up the answer so we don't know it, but we've got ABT.
ABT. I just thought ask before tits, but that's not right, is it?
Got that way round.
It's not ask before tits, is it?
No, oops.
Is it just for about?
Yep.
Oh, it is just for about.
Oh, well done.
So they've just taken the vowels out, haven't they?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
right.
so you got that one. One's point to you.
1 point to me. I don't use that.
And the next one is AFAIK.
AFAIK.
Is it all four?
What's the IK at the end, or
IK.
I know. Sometimes the IK's like I know.
I know, yeah.
I feel. No.
No, we can't get that one. As far as I know.
As far as I know.
Oh, see, that's...
I
when you know it,
think.
it's always obvious, isn't it? AFK. That's got to be as far, surely. As for.
It must be no again, mustn't it? The K.
All for no.
No.
We'll go move on. Away from keyboard. We know that one. I've heard of that one.
Away from keyboard?
Yes. So it must be more of an email abbreviation, or using your computer, mustn't it?
Yes, because you forget that whole instant messaging on... Was that before your phone? Instant messaging on your keyboard?
I don't know.
On your computer?
But to be honest, because I've looked them up, I knew there was a few, but I couldn't believe how many there were. And when I went, there's actually a whole section on business text talk,
Right.
and then there's like different categories. But this is, as far as I know, like an everyday one.
Yes.
But yeah.
The other thing you forget, because sometimes I watch old serial killers, and they talk about people meeting in chat rooms.
Yeah.
There was that whole area in computer world where people first started to talk to strangers almost.
Yeah.
So it's before dating, online dating, or Facebook or any of those. There were chat rooms.
Yeah.
And you would go in and say hello, and then someone would say, "Oh, you're nice," and then you'd go off to your own little chat room.
And that's where you'd see on the, like you say, the serial killer type
Yes.
things, isn't it? That's when these creepy people get in, don't
Yeah.
they, like that?
Yeah.
AKA.
Oh, because that's one that's used anyway, isn't it? Also known as.
Oh. Yes. Oh.
Yeah, because you see that sometimes.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, when you say a
Change their
name, don't you? See a name, and also known as, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
B4.
B4.
It's got to be just before, isn't
just
it?
before.
BC.
I'm assuming that's not before Christ.
No.
So, because.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you.
Sometimes when you go to say them, they
We're only
make
5
sense.
down, and you've got 3, yeah. BFD. I'm looking at them now, so I'm cheating, but that's because it's hard for me to do it otherwise. So Sharon's got the challenge.
BFD.
Yeah.
Before dinner.
No. Big freaking deal.
Big freaking deal. That's very American.
It is, isn't it? Oh, we all know this one. BOGO.
Oh, right. Buy one, get one free, like a bog off.
Yeah, buy one, get one. See, usually there would be an F on the end
We
of
would
that,
say
wouldn't
bog
there?
off, wouldn't
Yeah.
we? Buy one, get one free.
BRB.
Be right back. Now
Yep.
that one I remember, and I think that was used a lot.
I've never
wasn't it?
used it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've used many of these because I forget them. Surprise. BRT.
BRT. Be right.
Thinking about the previous one.
Yeah,
this
be
is-
right back. Be right tomorrow.
There.
Be right,
right
there.
there.
Oh right, okay.
Right, BTS.
BTS. That was wasn't that a band who was in Britain's Got Talent? BTS.
I don't know, but this is behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. Oh, right.
Oh, we know this one, BTW.
By the way.
Yeah, by the way. Oh,
Or
we know...
between. I used to use that for between, I think, as well.
Oh, yeah, you could do that,
Yeah.
couldn't you? Or you got BYOB. This goes back...
Yes, bring your own bottle or bring your own
beer,
booze.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I think you used to put that on invitations, didn't
Yeah,
you?
that's it.
Well, when you think RSVP is an original, isn't
Yeah,
it? 'Cause
it
that's-
is, yeah.
Yeah, it's French.
DAE.
DAE.
Hope you're playing along, listeners.
Yes,
If you know
should
them.
be pausing.
thinking about them and
yeah.
scoring yourself, yeah.
Actually, we want to see photographic evidence of your list.
Yes. But they could cheat, so you write it down and
Yes,
tell us
they
they got
could.
it.
I forgot what you said now.
DAE.
DAE. No.
Does anyone else?
Does anyone else? Nope, never come across that.
See, I'd be more likely to put anyone else, question mark.
Anyone else,
Yeah.
yes.
DIY.
Oh, right, do it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is me. FOMO.
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 Oh, Jan is such a FOMO. Fear of missing out.
Fear of missing out.
Yes.
FAV.
Is that just favourite?
Yeah.
Yeah, fave, yeah.
FTFY.
FTFY. For that
You'll have to move a bit closer, they won't be able to hear you.
Perhaps if I write it down, I might get it.
Yeah, sometimes you need to see it written down.
Yeah, what did you say that one?
FTFY.
FTFY. 50. No, the F and the T ran the wrong way.
I don't think you'll get
For
this.
the first year.
Fixed that for you.
Nope.
Never heard of that one.
Nope.
FTW.
FTW. All the way for...
You got the first two ones right. For the... We won't linger on them too long because it would be a 2-hour
Yes.
podcast. It's for the way, for the win.
For the win.
For the win.
Oh, right, again. Yeah.
FWIW.
FWIW. It's not going to be for Wind in the Willows, is it?
No.
Funny if it was.
Yeah,
What
it
you're
would.
reading at the moment. No.
For what it's worth.
For what it's worth.
This one you should
Okay.
know. This one. FYI.
For your information.
Yeah.
Again, that's older than text, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. GG.
GG. It's not a horse.
No. No.
It's GG. Good grief.
Good game.
Good game. All right.
There's two. This is GTG or G with the number 2 and G.
So it's going to be 2, the middle T. Got to go.
Yep.
That makes sense.
H with an 8.
Oh, that's hate, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
HBD.
That's a type of pencil. No.
No.
HBD.
I've seen this written, but took me a while.
No.
Happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
HMU.
HMU. Hummu. It's not hummus. Have my umbrella.
No, it's a good one though, but it's hit me up.
Hit me up.
What does that mean?
Hit me up.
Like link me up, is it? Something like that?
Hit me up. Is that drug related?
It could be. Right, ICYMI.
Oh God.
YMI.
Is it just ICU, the first bit?
No.
I can yodel my initials.
You can use your initials in case you missed it, sorry, I can't even speak.
In case you missed it.
Yeah.
I like my one better.
IDC.
IDC.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to apologise for the next one. IDGAF.
Oh, that's got to be I don't give a fuck.
Yep.
Yeah.
IDK.
Well, I do use this one, and my offsprings do as well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
Yeah.
right. IKR.
Another one, Fee especially uses a lot, which is I know, right?
Yeah, see, I didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fee uses that a lot.
Oh, this one we know of. IMHO.
I am
In fact, I've used this one.
IMHO.
Yeah.
In my
Mm.
in my holiday orange.
Oh, it's orange. In my humble opinion.
Oh, in my humble opinion.
And the next one, IMO.
Just in my opinion.
Yeah.
No
I've
humbleness
used both of
involved.
them. No, yeah. I've used both of those. Then you've got IRL.
Is that just for the computer language? Because there's an IRL in computer.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah.
I really like.
No, but that's a good one. In real life.
Oh yes, I have seen that. I've heard people say that.
Yeah.
IRL.
ISO.
ISO. Another one could be orange related.
What's that? It's a tumbleweed moment then, wasn't it? Tumbleweed moment, that's what they call it, don't you?
Yes.
And it goes shh.
Yes.
While you're thinking.
Tumblemead.
In search of.
In search of. Okay.
And then you've got K.
Yes, as in okay.
Just okay.
Yeah.
There's another long one. IY. KW. IM.
Emma mama.
M.
You know.
Oh no, yeah, it's right, yeah. It's just not I.
All right. Is you know what? If you know what I mean.
Yes!
I gradually worked that out. I don't know, I've never used that.
IYKYK.
Oh God. IYK.
YK.
YK. Oh, is it? If you know, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
JIC.
JIC. Juice in cupboard.
Just in case.
Oh, just in case.
JW.
You could say JIC. You know, I'm thirsty, so there's juice in the cupboard just in case. I don't know. Where are we now?
Yeah, JW.
JW. Is it just again?
Yeah.
Just where? Just what? Just why? Just windy.
Just wondering.
Just wondering.
LMK.
Like-minded knowledge.
Let me know.
Let me know. Let me know.
Oh, we must know this one. Well, obviously I know because I'm looking at it. But I remember it. MYOB.
MYOB.
YOB.
No.
She's looking to me for clues.
Yeah, I'm getting a shake of the head or a little nod. No.
Mind your own business.
Oh, I was well off then. Well off. Mind your own business.
NBD.
M.
NBD.
Is that just nobody?
No.
No.
The funny thing is about this, they're abbreviated to speed things up, but it's taken us ages to work them out.
So if you've got a text message with all these in, you'd be like, get the dictionary out, flicking through it, trying to work it out.
NBD is no big deal.
No big deal.
And then you got NGL.
NGL. No. Neither. Nancy. No.
I'm not going to lie.
Not gonna lie. Looks like Nigel as well.
Yeah.
Not
Right,
gonna lie.
we're going to break for lunch and we'll be back.
Well, they're really difficult. Less
Right, we're
data.
back after lunch. And Duncan was here for lunch, so we picked his
crazy
brains.
legs.
Yeah, Mr. Crazy Leg. And he confirmed that it was, what was it? I've just asked you once. What was it?
It's when mobile phones first come out, it was the cost of data.
Yeah, that's
was
why they're
high.
abbreviated.
Yeah.
And that then reminded us, actually, didn't it, that it wasn't that long ago, but even when you got a phone in that, wouldn't it, or a phone contract, you got so many free texts, didn't you,
Yes,
and
yes.
so many free phone calls. But now none of that's mentioned. It's just all included in what you're paying, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, it just shows you how things have changed.
Yeah, sorry, interrupted you.
Right.
It's also that you used to have to pay if someone sent you a text.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's so gradual. These things have changed.
Yeah.
You just forget what you were doing. Because I was saying when we first come to live here, and then someone would talk about phoning us, and we say, well, hang on a minute, because it wouldn't just cost them, it would cost us as well. It's just
bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah, weird.
It's moved on a lot.
Yeah. Well, let's get back to see how many text talks we don't know.
Right, we got to NGL was the last one I wrote down.
It's all in the wrong order anyway, so I'll just have to go by recognising it. This one's a pretty obvious one, DM.
Oh, yes, please DM me, so direct message.
Yeah. IG.
Instagram.
And there's another one, it says that, and then it says or.
Ingrown. I was just thinking about
Ingrown?
Natalie's toenail.
Yeah. I guess.
I guess. Oh, right, okay.
Another one, there's a few of these, you should get these. FB.
Fire Brigade.
It's more obvious really than that.
Fat Body.
Facebook.
Oh, of course, if I'd written that down, that would have been obvious.
Yeah. LI. Another one that's not, well, I don't think it's used very much, but it's talked about a lot.
I was going to say live long and prosper then. Star Trek.
Yeah.
LI. Love. No.
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
Is it LinkedIn or LinkedIn?
LinkedIn. Why are you good at it?
I don't know.
LinkedIn.
I must have heard someone else say it, and then I thought maybe I was saying it wrong.
Well, it's like Pinterest. Some people say Pinterest, other people say Pinterest.
Pinterest, yeah.
Again, I don't know what's right.
SC.
SC.
On the same vein.
So we did LinkedIn, Facebook. No.
Snapchat.
Oh, I don't have that anymore.
This one is very obvious. YT.
YT. Youth of Today.
YouTube.
Oh, right. Are we
Goodness
still on this?
sake.
Sorry.
Right, we're changing away from that sort of stuff now. FR.
Because I was getting them anyway. Well, obviously that's the symbol for France, isn't it?
It is, but it's not that.
Oh, it took me ages to work that out because I used to listen to adverts hoping it'd improve my French.
Yeah.
And I thought, what are they saying at the end? Like, is it a fair?
Oh, yes.
Wayfair?
When I used to say .fr.
.fr.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took me ages to...
Yeah.
What do they say? Point fr.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. But it took me
would say
ages
dot, you're right,
to
yeah.
work that out.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, it's FR they're saying.
Yeah.
So it's not along the line of all the others I got wrong.
No.
Right. Free raspberries.
For real.
For real.
PM. Another obvious one.
PM, as in the afternoon.
No. Maybe not so obvious.
Ping me.
No, private message.
Oh, right, DM, yeah, PM.
OP. See this quite a lot on Facebook.
OP. On Facebook.
Overpunched. Yeah.
On. Over. Under. No.
No, original poster.
Oh, no. Oh, you mean post...
As they've put a post in on
right,
Facebook.
yeah.
QOTD.
Question of the day.
No, quote of the day.
Quote of the day.
Double OTD.
Is it just a Scottish person saying out?
No. Oot. I'm going oot.
Going out.
I don't imagine it's being used that much actually.
Well, I'm definitely not going to get it.
Outfit of the day.
Outfit of the day. See, outfits are just fits now, aren't they?
Yes, I've heard that recently.
Fee says that. Yeah.
NSFW.
Oh God, NSFW. Oh, I know this one.
Do you? We shall see.
Not suitable for work.
Close, not safe for work.
Not safe
Much
for
same
work.
thing, yeah.
That tends to be your dodgy pictures.
SKL.
That just skill.
School.
School with a K. Honestly.
Bad, isn't it? In it.
In it.
BBL.
Big busty lady.
No, but it could be.
Big booby lady.
Be back later.
Oh, right. Be back later.
That's quite a common one as well, isn't it?
Rather than the be right back, which is what I'm used to.
Yeah, that as well. See you.
Oh, it's BBW, isn't it, for big busty women?
Yeah.
Mm.
CUL8R.
Oh, that's see you later.
Yeah.
You used to get a lot of that L8R, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's like, laters.
I think don't usually say it quite when he messages
Yeah.
me. GN.
Just GN.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yep. TTYL.
TTYL. See, I was thinking TTFN, which is ta-ta for now, wasn't it? That's
It's on the same vein, actually.
Ta-ta, you're lovely.
No. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
TTYS.
TT. Talk to you soon.
That's it.
All right, I didn't get to write that down.
WDYT.
WDYT. Why do you? When do you?
What do you think?
Oh, I was close, wasn't I?
Yeah.
I'm not getting any better, am I? I'm
No,
not picking
well,
up
no.
hints as I'm going along.
But we're making up our own ones as well. NVM.
NV mama for mummy.
Yeah.
Not very.
As in N at the start. N. Yeah.
Not very. No. Never very.
No, never mind.
Oh,
So
why is that just NM?
Well,
What's the
just
V doing in there?
exactly because the V's to hint at the never, I suppose.
There's no rules.
There is no
are there?
rules.
It's ridiculous.
OG. That's one you just mentioned before lunch.
Oh, original gangster.
Original Gangster.
Yeah, because that's used a lot now. Because I
If
hear
you don't get this, I'm going to have to slap you.
Instagrammers.
OMG.
OMG! Oh my god! Oh my.
It says, oh my god, or in brackets, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh! For the
Yeah.
people who don't like to blaspheme.
Yeah. OMW.
Oh my word!
No.
Is it along the same lines as OMG, or is it completely different? I.e., is it oh my?
No.
On my way.
Yes.
On my way.
PDA.
PDA. Pretty damn. Oh, that's PDQ, isn't it? Pretty damn quick. PDA. It's a type of file, isn't it? A PDA.
That's PDF.
That's a PDF. So I know PDQ and PDF, but not PDF. Promise.
Public display of affection.
Oh.
I have seen it, I think, but
Oh, PDA.
this one, another one that's very common. POV.
Point of view.
Yep. RN.
Right now.
Yep. SMH.
SMH. Sod my husband.
Sod my husband.
You send me that. If you're done having a bad day.
Shoot my husband.
Yes, SMH.
Slap my husband.
Yeah.
No, shaking my head.
Oh. Shaking my head. It would be quicker just to go no.
It would, wouldn't it?
Don't have to shake your head.
Well, assuming that means a no shake, yeah. SNAFU.
Snafu? Spelling snafu?
It's another one. Apologise for what comes up.
Oh. Is there a fuck you on the end?
I don't understand this one really.
No.
Situation normal. All fucked up.
Oh, never heard of that.
This one. STFU.
STFU. Are we talking fuck you again?
Yep.
And is it situation again?
Nope.
See, I can just see saturated tofu now. I can just put a little O in there. Saturated tofu.
It's shut the fuck up.
Oh, right.
SUS. It's almost obvious.
US. See you soon.
No. Just say that.
Sus.
Yeah.
Suspect.
No. Nearly.
Suspicious.
Yes.
Oh, it's a bit sus.
Bit
yeah.
sus, bit suspicious.
Yeah.
TBA.
It's a 2B one.
They're quietness.
Yes. Small tumblebeads.
Tumbleweeds. To be announced.
Oh, of course it is.
TBD.
Why didn't I get that? I think I've got initial overload. TBD.
Yeah.
To be determined.
Not quite.
To be... or not.
That is the question.
To be decided?
Yes.
To be decided.
TBF.
Is another rude one? No.
To be frank.
To be frank.
Just so as the listeners know, I will be cutting out these big gaps. So when you hear it, remember there was a lot of thinking in between.
You're missing all my silence while my little cogs are moving.
TBH.
Oh, to be honest, yeah, I
Yep.
still use that one myself.
TGIF.
Thank God it's Friday.
Yep. TL. And then it's got a dot and a thingy. What are they called? Semicolon or semicolon?
Oh, yeah.
Semicolon.
Yeah.
So TLDR.
I've never seen that one before.
No, I haven't.
No.
Too long, didn't read.
Oh, right. That's a good one.
I haven't said that. I think I have seen it. I think one of my kids have probably said that about one of my messages. Because I'm not abbreviating it.
Put punctuation in and everything.
Exactly. TMI. Oh, you've said this before. And then again, did you abbreviate it? I'm not sure.
TMI. To my infant. Tread my igloo. I don't know.
Too much information.
Too much information.
TW.
Is that just tomorrow?
No.
Too wet.
Trigger warning.
Trigger warning.
TY.
Thank you.
Yep. W forward thingy E.
What,
So
slash?
Forward slash E.
A weekend?
No, I would have thought it was that
Oh.
actually.
Thinking of a rude one now, I won't say it. We could cut it out. Willie enlarged.
No.
Not weekend. Weekending. No.
No. Whatever.
Whatever. Never seen that before either.
W forward slash O.
Is it week off or
Without.
without? Oh, that makes good sense actually.
Right, we've got a bit of swearing coming up again. WTF.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
WTH.
What the hell?
And WYD.
WYD. What you doing?
Yeah. What are you doing?
What you doing? It's one I use a lot, which
Yeah,
is
no, I've done that.
ATM for at the moment, and that wasn't on the list.
That wasn't. No. It's funny, isn't it? Just
Yeah.
perhaps that ended up on one of the other lists for some reason.
Mm.
But yes, so
Complete
it's
brain ache.
official that we don't know all this stuff.
No. I think I should.
We might remember some now, briefly, when we're sending messages.
I'm going to send you a message later, completely made up of initials.
You've got to remember it all in the first place.
Oh, there won't be any on there. I'll have just made it up.
Oh, right. That'd be
Of
fun.
course, the really old one is Swalk.
Yes.
Of course, yeah. So that's
Yeah.
pre-phones, because that was
What's
on
that
a letter,
one?
wasn't it? You used to put that on a letter.
Is there one? Oh, of course, PPS is another one, isn't it? There's PS and then PPS, isn't there? At the bottom of a letter when
Yeah,
you used to write.
postscript. It's
Yeah.
PS, isn't it?
Yeah, why is it called that? It was just because it was just an extra,
Postscript,
wasn't it?
yeah, so it's a little extra on the end.
So then what was PPS? Postscript?
Yes.
Another one after that?
Yes, yeah.
Because sometimes you'd see them with 3 or 4 PPs.
Yes.
Didn't you?
Yes. Yeah. So it's been going on a long time when you think about it. Abbreviations.
Yeah.
It's just they've come into the fore with mobile phones and
Yeah.
yeah. No, it's interesting. It's very interesting.
It is.
And you're wondering in the long term whether they will survive.
Yeah. Let us know if there's any that you use that we haven't mentioned.
Yes, and I think some of those are
Those-
quite American, weren't they? So it'd be interesting if on
Yeah.
other continents there are different ones.
Yeah. I'd just say I can't think of any. If I had my children sat here with me, they'd be coming up with loads probably.
And your
Same with you.
grandchildren probably now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the trouble. Yeah, it's another generation of them almost, isn't there? Yeah.
Yes. I mean, they're the first completely mobile phone generation, aren't they? Because our kids were...
God, yeah.
I don't know when I first had a phone. I had a Nokia, and it was like a brick, and it was bright orange. I think it was
Really?
orange mobile. And I used to be able to see it in the bottom of my bag, all right.
My first phone, I'm pretty sure, was one of those tiny Nokias.
Right. I think
I
I'm
absolutely
talking towards
loved
the
that
end
phone.
of the 90s. End of the 90s?
Yeah, I can't remember if I had a dunk before I had a dunk. I can't remember if I had a phone before I met Dunk.
Yeah.
But did I? I didn't. I don't remember.
I think it's 94. When did mid-80s became widely available? I definitely didn't have one till the 90s. I definitely didn't have them. Because when I went into labour, I had to page my midwife. Do you remember page services?
Yeah. Yeah, well, some of the programmes I watch nowadays, you see them using pages because you used to forget about that.
It's funny, isn't it?
It's like watching the police series and that. They've sort of graduated from having to stop at the phone box on the corner of the street, and then they were having pages, and then they've eventually had mobiles, and it's funny to see the progress even on them.
Yeah, I'm just looking. Motorola in 1973. Jesus.
Oh, really? Yeah, see, I can't remember when my
I
first
think
phone
I was late 90s. So the kids were like, I don't know, 3, 6, 8 or something like that.
Oh, so annoying, I can't remember what year it was my first one.
Right, second generation, they're saying mobile phones was 1990s. 2G. God, we're on 5G now.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, see, that's the other thing, it's just gradually crept up, hasn't it?
Yeah. 1998. Mobile payments were trialled in Finland and Sweden. Because who was the big company that was it Motorola was Swedish?
No idea.
Yeah, I'm just looking at, well, I mean, when do smartphones start? When was the first? So I remember
Googling again.
Yeah, sorry. The first smartphone. My friend Jackie, who passed away, never had a smartphone. She had a flippy phone.
Yeah.
Which she kept
Yeah, I
in
never
her
had
bra.
one of those. Yeah. I'll say I was very
Well, they're
fond
saying
of
the
my little
first.
Nokia.
So IBM announced the first smartphone in 1992. Apple was 2007.
So they were a bit behind then, really.
Yeah.
That's because they were trying to develop the most expensive phone you can buy. That's what it was.
Yeah, I think I always remember that because we had WhatsApp. Cheryl and Natalie had WhatsApp, but because Jackie she didn't have internet on her phone, we used to have all this WhatsApp conversation, and I had to translate it into texts and send it to Jackie because she didn't have it on hers.
I can't remember even that, how long I've had WhatsApp. I don't think it's as long as I think. I think it must have been when I wanted to have a group to talk to the children.
I think I first used it 2011, 2012. And the reason I remember that is because Callum was travelling to San Francisco to see a friend who was working out there. And I said, how am I going to keep in touch with you? And he said, download this and we can chat for free.
Oh, right.
And
yeah.
that was my
And
first
that was
WhatsApp,
WhatsApp.
I think. Yeah. So 2012, I think.
Well, we've had
Incredible.
another session of proving we don't know everything.
How ignorant we are.
Yeah. So we'll round this up and we will see you in 2 weeks.
Yes.
So, au revoir.